He can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First offering on its way. Lifted into center field. Reyes is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's coming off a multi-home run game. And when you start hitting 2 home runs or more in a game, that means you are swinging the bat pretty darn good. I want to see how they attack him this time around.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Davis took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
There are 2 parts to every great catch. 1, getting the right route to make the play, and 2, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Here's big Aaron Judge. It's been a great series for him at the plate. 5 for 8 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Judge is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Here's another 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. We are still scoreless. In now, Nico Goodrum. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series. 0 for 8.
Nico Goodrum.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swings through it for strike number 2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Ready with another 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
7 foul balls in a row. Okay, come on now. This is getting a little ridiculous. Don't be shocked if the pitcher throws the rosin bag at this one.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, John.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 8.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles 14. Right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will get foul for strike 2. Goodrum over at second. Hicks at first with no outs. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Lifted in the air out to left. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance. Striding in once again, Victor Reyes. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Comes set, the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. 0-2, here it is. Line drive to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. He went deep in the contest last night. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Alonso swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. There to take it is Mercer for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in now, Devin Travis, and he's really swinging a hot bat in the series, to say the least. 10 RBIs on 4 base hits. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Great swing right there. Sometimes you just see that ball pop out of that pitcher's hand just a little bit different than that fastball, and he was able to stay back, keep his front shoulder locked, and take that off-speed pitch deep.
Batting it, the third baseman.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive to center field. Reyes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We've played 2 full. The Jays lead it 2-0. So stepping in, Jordy Mercer will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. And there's 1 away.
The batter.
Digging in to try it again. Number 50. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is line to left. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first. So he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
0-1 the count. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Hernandez ranging back to the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple.
Now, in most parts of the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
And he pops it up. Travis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, John Hicks. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here's a high pop-up. Canone is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are now batting Reese McGuire. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits.
Number 10.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
You see that so much, left-on-left matchup. That slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters that are willing to drive the ball up the middle the other way.
The 1-1. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. Pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
Now
The best
batting,
ones have that late
shortstop.
action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
A ball and no strikes. Turner, a former member of the Washington Nationals. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
2-0 pitch on the way. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
In now, Jonathan Davis. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And the runner's breaking for third. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stewart will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
fouled away.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, number 20.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Peter Alonso. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd.
Yeah, and going back to that last AB when he hit the home run, Matty, that ball was up and out of the zone. This guy's a real good high fastball hitter. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking I got to get that ball somewhere below the knees because this guy definitely likes that ball up and elevated.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And it's fouled away. Turner at second. Judge on at first with 2 down. Two and 2. Here it is. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Blue Jays lead. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Number 14.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Kristen Stewart is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind him out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Pitch popped up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
The batter, number 34.
Standing in, number 34. He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now
at the plate, Victor Reyes. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi.
Low
for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Stanton on his way up to second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. Two and 1 to count. The 2-1 waves and misses for strike number 2. Hard ground ball to third. Candelario is up with it, and that's out number 1. So striding forward now, Devin Travis. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball because he...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Stewart racing back, still ranging back, and gone into the right field bleachers. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches.
And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
The batter,
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping in, Reese McGuire looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. From the stretch, pulled toward right center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
The batter, number 7.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
First pitch on its way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're through 4. It's now 4-2 Toronto. Ready once again, Jordy Mercer. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hernandez patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Digging in, Miguel Cabrera. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Next for the Tigers, number 50. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
This is skied into short left center. Turner is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Davis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The designated hitter, number 49.
Now the pitch. It looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Popped him up. Mercer has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder,
so 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Here it comes, 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fastball just inside. The 2-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Reyes ranging back out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now. Out of the dugout, and we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in the front. Jordan Zimmerman will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box now, Teoscar Hernandez. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Stanton leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
He's set, and the pitch. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Reyes sprinting after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 6. Leading off the inning, Jeimer Candelario. And they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Number 70 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Nico Goodrum. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses.
Nope.
Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
2-0 now. 2-0 count. The pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Hernandez going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
John Hicks is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Grounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Hey, there's a clean base hit right there, D-Row, to drive that runner in from third base.
Yeah, he was telling the boys, get it ready right here. I'm going to walk home on this one. That was easy to read through the hole, and he was able to take his time scoring from third.
And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out. Tigers get one here on 2 hits in the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Tigers 3. Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Number 28.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Hit on the ground out to short. There's one on to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the one. Next to bat for Toronto, Jonathan Davis. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Zimmerman comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Turner stands at second with 2 gone. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that. Now to the plate, number 34. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Number 34.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. Sam Gaviglio will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 43.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hernandez is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
Next up for Detroit, Victor Reyes. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Standing in now, Jordy Mercer, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 0-2 to Jordy Mercer. Back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 3. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Softly hit out to short. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Good waist pitch, 1-2. A little roller toward the hole. Backhanded. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tigers are able to draw a run.
Your
Drew
attention,
Verhagen
please.
gets the call from the pen
Now
to take
54.
over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 54.
Into the box,
Verhagen.
Aaron Judge. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. My word, it's off the barbecue stand out there. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's now 7-4. Peter Alonso will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Skied into very shallow right. Number 50 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Next for the Blue Jays.
Stepping in and ready for
The left
another
fielder.
shot, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo.
1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder. And now he tries to hold up, but they'll appeal down to first. He went around, says Larry Bullard. It's strike 1. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes has a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got it.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Nico Goodrum, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ryan Tepera is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 52, Ryan.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Hernandez is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, John Hicks. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat, and he fouls this one off. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 2 down. Up next steps Kristen Stewart. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
0-1, here's the pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Lane Hardy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Into the box now, Devin Travis. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And this is taken in for out number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, number 10.
Stepping in for the Jays, Reese McGuire, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Popped him up. Candelario in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Dan, count
Number
goes out
49.
the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
In now, Jonathan Davis. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Comes set and the 0-1. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted and inside with good hard stuff.
Stewart will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that. So striding in, number 34. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the
Number
9th.
51. Ken.
First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Smoke toward the hole from his knees. Broken shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score. So coming to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. He's 0 for 4. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Stays alive, still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. In this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win And he was.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Thomas Pannone earns his first win of the season. Daniel Norris struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Ken Giles records the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the show.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, the Toronto Blue Jays got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-5. The Tampa Bay Rays swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-6. The New York Yankees grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. The Seattle Mariners got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-4. The Chicago White Sox beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-2. The Twins smacked 15 team hits as they pounded the Indians 16-9. The Halos
It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays will let number 57, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty V, we're talking about a team that is white hot right now, Dero. They've won the first 3 games of this 4-game series. They'd like nothing more than Dero win this one here and finish it off to a nice 4-0 series.
Yeah, you take the first 3 in a series, you want to step on their throat right here. You don't get a chance too many times to take 4 games from somebody. They have that opportunity in front of them today.
And this is going to get through for a base hit. So the top 2 in the lineup are on to start the afternoon.
The first baseman.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Cabrera, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues. But to stay in this game 15 years, Screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle...
And that's a base hit as the run will come in from third, and the Tigers have drawn first blood here. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Batting fifth.
At the plate, John Hicks. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Spencer Turnbull is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matt, they have to avoid the sweep right here, especially a 4-game sweep. That can be devastating to the psyche of a team. It's okay. It happens. Throughout the course of a season, you're going to drop 3 in a row. But to get pounded 4 games by the same team can happen.
The 2-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in a wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And it's fouled away. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Popped him up. Cabrera over to his left. 1 away. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's truly one of the great power hitters in the game. I love watching him, and he's got elite power. That's the kind of power that he can hit it over the light towers, and he can hit home runs that will show up on show track and everything else. So anytime he steps into the box, he's exciting to watch.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. 2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail this one 1-0. At the plate, Nico Goodrum. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
The second baseman, Nico.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
One of the toughest things to do in baseball is to sweep a series. A 3-game series is tough, but they have a chance with a win today to do something really special, and that would be a sweep of a 4-game set at home.
The left fielder, number 14.
First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And gone up into the second deck.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump, giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time. As a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jordy Mercer goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Number 34.
Now at the plate, number 34. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One for. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. Pitch is popped up. Cabrera over to his right. 1 out.
Batting fifth.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Now the pitch. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent. Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Striding into the box, Harold Castro. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Swing, and he pops him up. Guerrero is over, and he puts it away for the first out. So one gone in the inning now, as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Reyes. He reached on a single in his first try. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and he'll put it away now without much of a problem. Two gone now here in the third.
Now batting.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after two straight one pitch.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. And now at the plate, Reese McGuire. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 10.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Ball one.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And he had him set up perfectly there, as he's not even close to touching that pitch. And on 4 pitches, he becomes out number 1.
The second baseman.
So one away in the Toronto third. And that'll bring up Devin Travis. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
No strike.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Under it is the right fielder. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 7.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. This one's flared off to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. A ball and a strike. Turner at second with 2 down. The set and the 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready with the 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They still trail it here 2-1. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Nico Goodrum comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the fourth, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 offering down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back to back. Stepping up to the plate, Aaron Judge comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Aaron Judge.
Now the pitch. Too low, 1-0. Ball and a strike. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And that's the first out.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with one away, and up steps the power bat of Peter Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out, but that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what, you hear it all the time that this game, baseball, is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been a difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Way gone out to the tree farm. A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 4th home run here in the early going as the Blue Jays have taken a 3-2 lead.
Well, we'd be doing you a disservice if we didn't employ Show Track to show you that home run again. No doubt one of the most impressive long balls we've seen. That ball was screaming off the bat, and the projected distance comes in at over 480 feet. Wow, that's tough to top.
Now batting. number 28.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No balls and 1 strike. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ball 1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another chance to Oscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Oscar Hernandez.
First offering on its way. Fouled away. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Oh, my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
The batter, number 10.
Into the box, Reese McGuire. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And now that may hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Standing in now, Devin Travis. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going as they open it up to 6-2 now.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. A ball and no strikes. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. We played 4 full. The Blue Jays on top, 6. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in a game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. And another foul ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
0-1 count and the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the
Ready
Tigers,
for another shot now, Victor Reyes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Tigers leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Jonathan Davis is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect a changeup up in the zone with 2 strikes. Got to regroup.
A bouncer to the left side. Castro takes it in. And there's one away.
The batter, the right fielder.
Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses. 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Peter Alonso will be next. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Peter Alonso. A hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Goodrum is there, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They settling in now, Miguel Cabrera, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, number 50. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Stanton has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Digging in and looking for more, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. He's set. Here it comes. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Castro waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone. But maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back. And the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
0-1, here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the lead is now 7-2. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
In now to Oscar Hernandez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called strike. 1-2. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Reese McGuire. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. One and one, here it comes. Popped him up. Castro has got it, and the side is retired. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Tigers. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Behind 0-2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis is right there, 1 down. Into the box now, number 34. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box, Harold Castro. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Number 57 will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Tigers do get a. Blaine Hardy gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 36.
Now in the box, Devin Travis. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. 1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Two pitches fouled away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Fouled off. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Popped up. Castro moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to Mercer at short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3. Standing in, Victor Reyes will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck. Number 67 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 67.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The Jays are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman.
Ready now, Miguel Cabrera. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. To 2-2 now. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Line hard to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Number 50.
Stepping in, number 50. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to...
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the... Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Buck Farmer is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. So digging in now, Aaron Judge. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in game 4 of this series.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Now batting. Number 20.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Peter Alonso. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0 home. Is fastball taken high for a ball.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
3-0 to him now.
Zero.
3-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that is off the wall. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Riding in, Giancarlo Stanton. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. Stewart is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They hold us. To the plate now is the designated hitter, John Hicks. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
For the Blue Jays, number 51, Ken.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
In now, Nico Goodrum. And he fouls this one off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Count still at 1-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Kristen Stewart will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. So it's a tight spot here. 1st and 2nd, 1 man out, and that'll bring in the Oklahoma State product, Jordy Mercer. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at 3rd as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Harold Castro is on deck. Oh, this is in the air to left center field and deep. Can they run this one down? I don't think so. It's going to land beyond him for extra bases. 2-run score. On to 3rd, but he's in safely as we are tied here after 3-run score on the play.
3rd baseman, Harold.
You know, D-Row, there are some guys that shy away from hitting when it really counts. top of the ninth, and this guy comes through to tie this thing up.
Yeah, he was able to slow the moment down right there. Get this back to square. There's still a bottom of the ninth looming. Let's see if they can tack on a few more.
As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course, with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth.
And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Judge is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, Miguel.
A ball and no strikes.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
And this is going to find the alley. Should be extra bases for Cabrera. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Cabrera stands at second with 2 gone. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the ninth. Joe Jimenez comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 77.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Now at the plate, Reese McGuire. And, Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Jimenez is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. The 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Popped him up. Goodrum has a play. 1 away. In now, Devin Travis, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
So stepping in, Trey Turner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. And now the runner breaks for the plate. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. And they can't even get one on the play as the squeeze works to perfection that time.
Boy, D-Row, talk about drawing up the squeeze play to perfection. It can't be done any better than what we just saw.
Yeah, right there. You're on an island as a third baseman, first baseman, even the pitcher. When it's executed to perfection, you either put it in your pocket or get the out at first.
Digging in now, Jonathan Davis. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
The right fielder, number 99.
A perfectly executed safety squeeze right there. And that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across. Striding forward now is the DH, John Hicks. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Ryan Tepera takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 52.
From the stretch. A fastball in there for a called strike.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrow. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. 1 out, nobody on. A ball in a native Texan. He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Kristen Stewart has gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-1.
Ground ball right side. Alonso is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, and this remains a 9-9 ball game. Drew Verhagen comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Number 54.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Peter Alonso. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Love the approach right there to get on base with a leadoff knock to start the bottom of the 10th. They don't want this game to go any farther than this. They want to end it right now. Let's see how the manager plays this.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Verhagen, a native Texan. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Popped him up. Castro is under it. 1 down. Coming to the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game. For him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's the first pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Reyes racing back, still going back. And that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. 2-run shot to straightaway center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run to end this thing in extras.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
(11-9) is how this one ends. The Blue Jays hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Ryan Tepera claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
On 14 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the American League East.
On a dry summer night in the Rocky Mountains, MLB Network comes at you live from. Now batting, Jonathan Villar. And we are set for base. Ball here this evening.
Baltimore, the second baseman.
Ready
Jonathan
with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Villar.
first of 3 to start the week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I'm looking forward to this one. They got their ace on the mound today. You get to the ballpark, you're ready to go. You're watching video. You know this guy is going to put his best foot forward, execute pitches to all quadrants. The opposition's got to be on point if they're going to have a chance today.
And this will bang up against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Into the box, number 1, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Pompey moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. A man at second with 1 down, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. And that's cut on and missed 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good one.
Meanwhile here, the throw to third is not in time, and he's in there safely.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
Swing hard liner to left center. And a base hit as the run is in to score, and the Orioles have a 1-0 lead.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Dero. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Ready on 0-2. Fouled away. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. No balls and a strike to count.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's the 1-1. Good action on the sinker, 1-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Orioles 1 and the Blue Jays coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Number 29 gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Number 21 is there, and he has it for the out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And now it'll be the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed by Tulowitzki, and he's a strikeout victim to make for 2 away. Stepping into the box, Dalton Pompey. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. No balls and 1 strike.
Severino.
Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Severino, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 0-2 once more. Weak grounder down the line at third. Another 0-2 home. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. The 0-2 once more. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hernandez patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. The 0-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Hit hard on the ground to second. Jeanette is there, and there are 2 away now. In now for the O's, number 21. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. In there, 0-1. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Coming in is Pompey. He can't get to it. This one's down.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
In his career, VR is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball, and the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. One left for the. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Number 20.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Stanton makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. It remains 1-0. Striding in once again, number 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short. Right to him. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, the first baseman.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2. Fouled away. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Ready with another 0-2. Just hung in there on that one. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. So here's Matt Kemp now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And it's 1-1.
1-0.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. High in the air into shallow left center. Number 21 is in a ways as he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Batting it. The second
So
baseman.
1 away in the Toronto third. And up to hit next, a guy who's turned into a big-time RBI man, Scooter Gennett. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder. 2 down. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just
Hernandez.
What's up? This is Mark DeRosa.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. 2 out, nobody on. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Sent in. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with
State of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Late that time for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Timing just to tick off there is this one for the Orioles. Dwight Smith Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer. Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Gennett camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Ready now for Baltimore.